Minecraft Ultimate is one of the biggest Minecraft tournaments in all of gaming, with over 200 players in both Seasons 1 and 2. Dozens of PvP legends have played in the tournament, competing to see who is the best of the best. Technoblade, Dream, Tapel, Existorio, even this dude named MikeCrack who has like 15 million subscribers, and many more have joined in on the fun to try and win the tournament. Today, I set out to find the top 20 best PvPers in the entire tournament, and after a bit of research, I believe I have done it. Before I get into the list, did you know that according to these nuts, only 0.6% of my people that watch my videos are subscribed? That's absolutely terrible. To get that up to 0.7%, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you know when I make new videos. Leaving a like and comment also helps too, as that helps the video in the algorithm. Before I start my ranking, I just want to say this is not a ranking of how well people perform in the tournament. If that was the case, then this list would be boring as I just list off the people who have gotten the most kills and have placed the highest. Instead, this is a ranking on how good they are overall, which includes many different game modes and tournaments. So if you are wondering why Rizzo isn't here even though he has won a Minecraft Ultimate before, that is why. Also, it is okay to have a different opinion than me. There is not a definitive answer to who the best PvPers are in this tournament. This is just who I personally think is the best. Now, let's begin the ranking. Starting off with number 20, we have the longtime UHC player X-Hockey. X-Hockey has been playing UHC for so many years it's pretty crazy. He was in the first ever UHC on air back in mid-2015, and is now an Arctic UHC player. I don't know that much about him other than he was in Team Element, a build UHC duos team of him and some other prominent UHC players that won a Badline 5v5 tourney back in 2016, beating out people like Existorio and Bruhlie. He's a pretty good overall player, and that is why he is here. Going into number 19, we have the Hypixel UHC YouTuber Scotty. Scotty has been a leaderboards player for Hypixel UHC for the longest time, and he even hit 15 star on his original account before he reset it. He has done pretty well in MC Ultimate, getting 3 to 4 kills each game, and averaged 2.5 kills in UHC on air with just 2 seasons played, which is a much sweatier and smaller tournament than MC Ultimate. Moving on to number 18, we have someone who I'm not too familiar with, and that is Austrian Gaming. Now, I am not too familiar with Austrian Gaming, but he was a Badline UHC sweated long ago, and he also plays a lot of Soup and ranked Skywars. He was in the last ever UHC EU Elite, where he got 4 kills and 2nd place, which is pretty respectable. He also always does consistently well in MC Ultimate, and in Season 2, his team had the 2nd most kills in the tournament. At number 17, we have the French UHC player Restump. Like Austrian Gaming, I did not know much about him, but he was a former UHC Elite veteran where he would always do consistently well. Everything I've seen from him suggests he's a pretty good player, and that's really all I have to say about him. Heading into number 16, we have the former Badline Sweat Mentally. Now Mentally, along with a few other players we'll get to later, are in a weird spot, because despite being one of the best PvPers a few years ago, he has gotten pretty rusty in recent years from a lack of playing the game. While I don't think a lack of playing for a bit is as big as a factor as people think, I did take that into consideration in making this ranking. He always did well in UHC Elite, United UHC, and UHC on air, despite only winning the very first season of UHC Elite. He also has the 2nd most kills in UHC on air. He actually did do pretty well in the MC Ultimate he was in, and was able to get a few kills despite being teamed with Team Chunk Error. Going on to number 15, we have probably the most predictable person on this list, and that is Existorio. Like X-Hockey and Mentally, Engel has been playing UHC for years and years, and has become one of the biggest and best PvPers. Besides his MC Ultimate win, he has won a UHC Elite, 2 United UHCs, and has done consistently well in many other tournaments like Minecraft Monday, Cube UHC, and UHC Mundial. In UHC on air, he has the 7th most total kills. And of course, there is his Minecraft Saturdays record. 2 week wins, 7 individual game wins, 3rd most overall points, and most points scored in a single game. He really needs no explanation for why he is here. Moving on with the list, we actually have 2 players that are pretty similar to each other. And that is SpaceX and Witch Tiger. These 2 are German PvPers that play a lot of ranked Skywars and UHC. The reason these 2 are together, besides the fact that they are both friends, is because they both did really well in Minecraft Ultimate. While SpaceX wasn't in Season 1, and I don't know how well Witch Tiger did in Season 1. In Season 2, SpaceX and Witch Tiger's teams were the best ones kill-wise besides Nestor's team. Witch Tiger had the 4th most kills out of any player, and SpaceX had the 5th most. and their teams were second and third kill-wise respectively. They are both really good at the game, and that is why they are here. Rounding out the first half of players, we have another duo that could arguably be switched around, and they are the French PvPers Jimmy Boy and Gwep. Jimmy and Gwep are two French UHC players who I didn't know much about before they joined Minecraft Saturdays, and they immediately went on my radar as some of the best players in the tournament. They won the first week they played, and although they never won again, they kept on dominating the weeks they were in. By the time Minecraft Saturdays was finished, Gwep had the second most points per week on average, only behind a player named Dara who played once with Existorio. He also had the record for most points scored in a single game by a French player, and was also up there for most individual games won. Jimmy Boy, potentially due to the fact he only played in 2 weeks, was a little behind Gwep and was 12th for average points per week. However, Jimmy also did well in Season 1 of MC Ultimate, and he and his teammate A. got 4th overall. When Jimmy and Gwep were teamed together in Season 2, alongside Ghoul and A. they were widely considered to be the top team on the MC Ultimate Discord before Nestor's team was announced, and due to all of that, I have them ranked here. Now we have reached the top half of the list, and moving on to number 10 we have Calvin, another pretty obvious pick. I doubt anyone here doesn't know who Calvin is, but he is an absolutely insane PvPer who mostly specializes in duels. To be honest, I don't know a ton about him, besides that he won a MC Ultimate, had the Hypixel Build UHC Duos win streak record for a little bit, and does well in Minecraft Championships. However, from what I've seen, Calvin definitely seems to be one of the best PvPers in the tournament. Next up at number 9 we have Fruitberries. Like Calvin and Existorio, this is a pretty obvious pick. Fruitberries rose to fame champion in the UHC, and was able to do pretty well in United UHC, UHC NR, and Minecraft Championships, and was insane at Minecraft Saturdays. He won 2 weeks, and is tied with Existorio and Shadow Apples for most individual games won, and appears 3 times in the top 10 performances point-wise in a single week. Another thing Fruitberry specializes in is 1.9 PvP. I believe he is the only person on this entire list who plays 1.9 PvP regularly, and is a big factor in why he is here. He's a god at Minecraft, and everyone knows that. At number 8 we have the highest ranked German PvPer, and that is Danny. Danny was a Badline UHC player like Mentally and Existorio way back in the day, and always did consistently well in UHC Elite and UHC On Air. He even won a UHC On Air, making him the only German to ever hold that title, and is tied with Existorio for the 7th most kills in UHC On Air. He also did consistently well in Minecraft Saturdays, and had the 9th most collective points out of every player in the game. Even today, he is still playing UHC and still doing pretty well for himself. At number 7 we have Barcode. Like Mentally, Barcode hasn't played much PvP in recent years, although that hasn't seemed to faze him. The only tournament I know of that he has played in is UHC On Air, and he won Season 2 5 years ago. In Season 3, he tried to purposely do bad by only wearing gold armor, only he somehow managed to get a kill. And after 2.5 years of not playing UHC, he came back for UHC On Air Season 8, where, against all odds, he dropped Danny, the person at number 8 with 10 gaps. He also has the 10th most kills in UHC On Air, and although that was a while ago, I believe that Barcode is one of the most underrated PvPers in Minecraft. At number 6 we have the only Mexican player on this list, and that is Hazvik. Hazvik is one of the best UHC players to come out of Mexico. He always did well in UHC Elite, making it to Mundial 3 times. The first 2 times were for getting the most kills in UHC Mexico Elite, and the 3rd time was for placing 3rd overall out of 100 players for UHC Elite League. He has also played quite a few of UHC On Airs, where he has the 6th most kills, the 5th best kill-death ratio, and has won a season. All of that is pretty respectable, although those are the only 2 tournaments I have seen him in besides Minecraft Ultimate, and I don't know how well he does in that. Coming in at number 5, we have, in my opinion, one of the most underrated PvPers of all time, ZMC Nikolai. Nikolai's record is immaculate. He has won UHC Elite, UHC On Air, a Minecraft Saturday, 2 United UHCs, and 2 winner-takes-alls. He has the most kills in UHC On Air by an astounding 6 more kills than the people in 2nd, and is tied with Hazvik for his kill-death ratio. And in Minecraft Saturdays, he has 2 of the top 10 most points scored in a single game, with only appearing in 3 weeks. The only major Minecraft tournament he has been in that he hasn't won is Minecraft Ultimate, and the one season he played, he and his teammate Shadow Apples got max nerfed, which put them at a big disadvantage. I feel like Nikolai is a much better player than people give him credit for, and that is why he is here. Heading into number 4, we have the really last obvious pick for this list, and that is Stimpy. I won't go too much into detail here, as it is pretty obvious why he's here. And I also don't know that much about him as I do other people like Nikolai or Hasvik. Stimpy is a very popular pod PvPer, although he has also played other games like Ranked Skywars. Stimpy was in Minecraft Saturdays and did alright, although he only played the first 2 weeks when he only got half as many points. More recently, Stimpy won Season 1 of Minecraft Ultimate, which is pretty respectable, especially since he had a medium nerf on him and his teammate. Overall, Stimpy is an insane PvPer, and he is the highest non-UHC player I have on this list. At number 3, we have someone who people either don't know or think will be number 1, and that is Noah. Now, I don't know a lot about Noah, but everyone I've seen who knows him considers him to be one of the best PvPers of all time. At first, his records in tournaments doesn't seem that good. He was max nerfed in MC Ultimate Season 1, and in Season 2 he was put with a bad team. He was in the UHC on Air Season 10 test game, where he only got 1 kill before he was killed by Slim Master. However, that is because Noah specializes in smaller, sweatier tournaments. Noah plays Arctic Cup, a small tournament run by Oblivion TU and features a lot of modern and really sweaty UHC players. And while he has never won, he has always done pretty well and has gotten the most kills on occasion. Not only that, but Noah played in Picaclix's original tournament Pickle UHC, had the most overall kills. That, combined with a lot of people hyping him up to be the GOAT, made me put him at number 3. And now, we have reached the final 2. Before I get into that, I want to go over some brief honorable mentions. Lufdu, Oblivion TU, Cryptic, Bitter, and Charisma are all UHC players that I've heard about but haven't seen firsthand and how good they are. Lufdu and Oblivion TU both won an Arctic Cup, although they won it when teamed with people I already consider to be really good. Maybe if I knew more about them, they would be on this list. Celtics, The Fabo, Norman, and Let's Hugo are all German UHC players that are really good, and I initially did have some of them on this list before I decided to replace them with Witch Tiger and SpaceX after seeing how well they did in MC Ultimate. Ghoul, Byslide, and Coleman are all French PvPers that are really good, but I ended up cutting them from the list since I don't know much about them. And lastly, Technoblade and Tapel. Now I'm not just including them here to make people happy. If this was a top 30, they would have probably made it on the list. However, I cut them after realizing that Engal, Mentally, and Scotty, who I thought were going to be my bottom 3 when I first made this list, were all much better than them. They are all still good players, and if this was based on Minecraft Ultimate placements alone, Technoblade would be first, but they just simply aren't as good as the really sweaty UHC or current Ranked Skywars players higher on my list. Now we get into my top 2. I think depending on how you look at it, these two can be interchangeable. My number 2 pick for the best PvPer in Minecraft Ultimate is Tyler's. Tyler's was a Badline UHC player that was considered to be on the level of Dante and JD Oderin back in 2017. He won a UHC on Air, UHC Elite, 2 United UHCs, and even won 2 of the 3 Pickle UHCs. He always did consistently well in every tournament he played, making it to Mundial every time he played, and is tied with Mentally for second most overall kills in the UHC on Air. What is holding me back from saying he is the best PvPer in the tournament is that he hasn't played that much Minecraft for the past 2 years. Tyler's is now a Fortnite pro, and only played in Minecraft Ultimate because they needed a last minute replacement, and Tyler's was literally the first person to die once PvP was enabled, although he later came back from the gulag and survived for much longer. Due to not being an active player, it doesn't feel right calling him the best player in the tournament. And now we get to my number 1 pick. If you have made it this far, you probably already know who it is. My pick for the best PvPer in Minecraft Ultimate is X Shatter. Like Noah, X Shatter is an Arctic and Tabel UHC player, but I have actually seen him play quite a bit. He has been playing UHC for years. I was even on a PvP team with people like Jack the 88 back in 2016. His record might be the most insane I've talked about here. X Shatter won the only UHC on Air he played, and he is tied for the best kill-death ratio with Nightbot. He has won Arctic Cup 3 times, and Arctic Cup has only run for 6 seasons. He also has the all-time kill record in UHC by technicality, as there is the glitch game on Temple that counted each kill twice. In the Minecraft Ultimate he played, he did it alright and was able to get 5 kills with an okay team. Shatter is probably one of the best PvPers playing Minecraft right now, and I think he is the best PvPer in Minecraft Ultimate. So that is my list of the top 20 PvPers in Minecraft Ultimate. I have no doubt that this will be a controversial list, as a lot of the people I listed off are small UHC streamers that I bet the majority of people watching haven't heard of. However, it is okay to have a different opinion than someone, and feel free to share who you think are the best PvPers in Minecraft Ultimate in the comments below. That's it for this video, and I will see you in the next video.
Now I'm in a spaceship, 2-seat. Baby, tell me what you ride for me, die for me. Now that I'm up, they go get rid of me, sick of me. Baby, tell me you gonna be by my side.